Hey guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive717. I am back with another video. I was wanting to do another quick just update here with the Masculine Collective and use some of these personal messages that I have. So if you were drawn to the title of the reading, then there could be a message in here from your Divine Masculine, okay? Universe, what does the Divine Masculine want the Divine Feminines to know at this time? What do they wish to communicate? What do they wish to validate in the feminine's intuition? What I mean by that is that many of you, if you're not in communication with your Divine Masculine, there could be like a lot of telepathy happening, and you're being called to trust it because a lot of you already know what's going on with your masculines. But I feel like sometimes you can fall into that trap of feeling like if you don't have the physical proof, then you're really not so sure, so you don't know which direction to move in. I'm just getting a clear indication here of trust your intuition. Okay, so. Oh, these are way too many, but I'll keep that one. I'm drawn to that one. Let's just start there for now. All right, so every time I want to come toward you, I feel like there's so much to be done. So stop smoking, maybe going to the gym more, exercising, eating better, even getting their money right. I know that came up in yesterday's reading. Did I do a reading last night? Oh, I was for Patreon actually, where the career and finances card came out. A lot of masculines are feeling like they're facing the effects or they're going through a lot of karma as they try to come close to you. Okay, so it's like for the first time, they're ready to be serious and make some moves toward the Divine Feminine, like that card I pulled, Two of Swords card in the earlier reading. But it's like every time they come close, something holds them back. Okay, it's like they feel like there's a lot that needs to be done. In my head, I'm hearing, you better shape up. You better shape up, because I need a man. And sorry for those of you who cringed. Sorry. I couldn't help it, when you hear it. What I feel by that is, a lot of your masculines are under this pressure, okay? It's like the previous reading, walking on thin ice. It's like this is just maybe like an extended of that reading. Okay, so I feel like these are the actions that your masculine want to take when it comes to pursuing a connection with you, Divine Feminine. Okay, some of the actions that they want to take before they even do that, or that might be signs of them moving toward you or coming toward you, is that a lot of them are wanting to get clean, to get healthy. Okay, we have the deception card, so many of them are being called and forced to take off the mask. Okay, so it says someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. It could be that if they are communicating with you, they're talking a big talk, but when it comes to walking that walk, they can't because they know in the background there are some things that are unresolved. And, let's get the feminine's energy. How do they see you? Let me just... You know what, I'm going to go back with the tarot of sexual magic just because I love the images in here of... the feminine energies. They're so beautiful. Yeah, the Empress, guys. Yeah, they see you as the Empress, which is why, a lot of your masculines, I feel like they're wanting to communicate so that they have that clarity that you want them, and it's like then they'll start the work. But the universe is like, no. The universe is like, you're gonna have to start the work and do the shadow work, and who knows if the feminine will be there at the end of the tunnel. That's what they're feeling like. That's what they're going through. They see you as very strong. You attract things to you, including them. This is a Divine Masculine who might have said to themselves, I'm done with this. I'm going to run away as far as I can. I'm going to maybe move on with a karmic partner. I'm going to try to block this feminine out. Many of you have been blocked on social media, or your masculines have taken themselves off social media and maybe are hermiting a little bit. And it's because I feel like they just they don't feel like, worthy in a sense. You might be very successful too. Your money may be right. You've been working really hard behind the scenes. Some of you may have, come into an unexpected windfall of money. And you're just kind of sitting abundant here. Many of your masculines too may be scratching their heads wondering how the heck did all of that happen. And that's why a lot of them are curious about you, because they're really drawn to that spiritual side of you. Okay, these are way too many, but that Tower card came out again. Okay, let's get a precise message, universe. Okay, and what we want to know is, what course of action does the divine masculine plan on taking right now? Okay, so I see the Three of Wands. And it could just be taking off this mask, having to be a little bit more strategic and creative, maybe a little bit more passionate and tender with the divine feminine. I feel too like this is about stepping up and revealing your feelings from a place of passion and not holding back in any way. The red string also indicates that both of them at this point have realized it's a connection that can't be broken. I feel like the feminine will always resurface as like the phoenix rising from the ashes, and many of the masculines are always drawn to her because it's like you set the tone, divine feminine. It's like you give them something to work for, and it's self-development, right? Like they love working. I feel your divine masculines. They feel purpose when they're around you, and one of the biggest areas they're working on right now is themselves. Many of you masculines are taking their money seriously right now too, because 3 itself is a very creative energy to be in. It's like you make them feel like they're the king of the world, or when they're around you, it's like all of a sudden ideas start bouncing off of their heart and their mind, and they feel like they want to be on top, probably because we have an Empress here that they're dealing with, right? Someone who's on top too. It doesn't mean to say that your masculine's not on top, and for some of you, I'm getting that even if they have money and stuff, maybe for like a small portion of you, the way that they accumulate that money, it may not be legal, or there may be something nefarious to it, and just your presence makes them want to kind of change their lifestyle a little bit and show up as themselves, and not somebody who like they don't necessarily want to be in these types of lifestyles. They just do it for the money, and it's like now they meet this divine feminine, and for them deep down inside, it's like I can't do this type of lifestyle because like I have something precious now that I don't want to lose, type of thing. So in this kind of weird way, this interaction between you two, the closer you both get as well, is it's making your masculine feel very passionate. I feel like very sensual, romantic, and like, of course, that energy is rooted right there in that area. And so, for them, it's just making them feel really confident. Like I picture a stallion. Your love really boosts them up, even if it's boosting their ego. I feel like this is a masculine who tells their friends about you, or they like to make it known that that you're theirs, in a sense, okay? So we have express your love coming through, okay? A lot of masculines being called, and they're saying very soon that they're going to do that. But this is about clearly deciding what you want, and that's why that 3 is coming up. It's like what feels good for this divine masculine. But whatever feels good for them, they're going to have to take their mask off, okay? And this could be, I'm sensing that like talking over the phone or texting and not wanting to meet in person. It's like, having that connection with you, but like avoiding meeting in the physical, because what you may not know is that they're dealing with a lot of this stuff, right? Like they need to get their finances right. Many of them want to shape up or get healthy or stop smoking. So they want to stop drinking. They don't want to come to you the way that they are. But secretly, I feel like this deception card is saying that maybe many of them are communicating with you. Just kind of be careful in the sense, dear Empress, even though that snake is behind you and it'll kind of whisper to you any deception that's coming your way. It's going to make sure that it's there to protect you. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to get it to zoom in as much as I can, but Yeah, if you guys could notice the snake there behind her, I feel like you guys are protected. Many of you can kind of see, what's coming before it comes, okay? And we have codependency as well as a heads up. I knew there was some kind of heads up, and I had to mention the snake as protection, okay? So addictions are affecting your romantic life. Yeah, it's just a heads up for many of the feminines that, like, a lot of your masculines are feeling passionate towards you, most likely because you are showing up as the Empress here, okay? You are, the best of the best in their eyes. They might have a lot of eyes on them as well, a lot of suitors, people who really want to be with them. They might have karmic situations as well who are heavily attached to them. But there's something about your energy. Maybe it's the way that you're able to remain unattached and you're able to give space because you have, your own goals, your own aspirations, your own dreams, your own agenda here on earth. And I feel like, that's what separates you from a lot of the karmic energies that your masculines deal with. Like karmics, they kind of tend to give off this energy as like making the masculine the center of their world, do anything, be there, and it really just gets tiring and very like redundant, boring, kind of like the energy of like the four. I'm hearing like Four of Swords, where it's like you have to like break down a routine because there's stagnancy, and that's what many of your masculines are feeling. That's why we have codependency too and deception coming out in this reading. There's a lot that they would have to get rid of, and I feel like these readings are coming up as a way of saying like there's no shortcuts or there's no like little hidden path, like little hidden bushes that's like a secret pathway where you can ascend even even further. Many masculines are I feel too that they could be even blocked from coming near this feminine with the snake there, unless they kind of go through these lessons here. That's coming up. This was like the first card we drew for the reading here, which was, again, every time I want to come toward you, I feel like there's so much to be done. Like, stop drinking, going to the gym, stop smoking. You guys get the gist of it, right? And you can also feel your masculine's energy too. Many of you can feel that truth, or what's holding them back in a sense. So the Empress is showing up as a reminder for you to keep moving forward. We do have Give Your Relationship a Chance, of course, coming up. As I say, keep moving forward. But at the end of the day, like I did go on Patreon earlier, and, I shared a reading that talked about many of the feminines being in this space now of just like attracting your highest good. It's like twin flame or no twin flame, divine masculine or no divine masculine. Like many of you are feeling so balanced at this time that you just want to attract the highest good toward you, So yeah, it's a very triggering energy for your masculine, because in the Patreon reading, we had the Tower card come up. So, that's like the last thing they want to hear you say is that you are just open to receiving whatever is meant for you, like twin flame or no twin flame. You become detached from expectations on the journey, and it's like that's a really powerful place to be in. Right now, you're ready to attract, sit back and attract what's meant for you. You're patient. You have strong boundaries. If anybody is going to, converse with you, be in your presence, they better come with like a certain level of respect, not only respect for you, but respect for themselves, come towards you moving with integrity and honesty. Otherwise, don't come at all. Don't even come at all. And you're not afraid of that. You're not afraid of saying like, universe, it doesn't have to be my divine masculine. And I think that's been like the biggest breakthrough. Oh, Mega, your claws. What are you doing, you little cheeky, huh? But yeah, I think Give Your Relationship a Chance is coming up. It's because like this is your masculine's prayers is what I'm hearing. Like many of your masculines are trying to send off this energy to you. Like, like kind of like how she tugged on my shoulder just now, right? Like, hey, remember me? You're a divine masculine. Like, are you still into this whole twin flame thing? And they're wanting you to give it a chance now that they are stepping on the awakening path. But I feel like this Empress is like, you have such a long way to go, my darling, type of thing. I feel like this divine feminine is able to remain detached, and that's a gift from the universe to her, because many of your masculines are still in this type of energy where they've got to confront that inner work and they've got to hit it head on and you know, they've, yeah, they've got to just do it. And in the meantime, they're hoping that you'll still give this a chance because you're in this energy of, you know, attracting your highest good here, right? So yeah, guys, that's what we have for this reading. Oh, she's so adorable, isn't she? Oh my goodness, Maggie, you're so cute, honey. Huh? It's her dinner time. I don't know if she's that's why she was pulling my shoulder. You hungry? You want food now? You know, guys, when you have a newborn and what moms do as a test to test if they're like, you know, hungry yet, or is it feeding time, should I feed them? You kind of rub your finger against their cheek, and if they kind of search for the finger, she's so cute. Like every time I pet her there, she tries to eat my finger like that. Look at that. Isn't it so cute? Oh, my other cat doesn't do that, and I've had another cat before. Never seemed to do that. Would totally let me pet them by the mouth. But this one, you just do that. She's ready to like bite the finger. She's so cute. All right, guys, join us on Patreon. You know, if you guys want to hang with me. Otherwise, I will catch you in tomorrow's reading, and you know, I'll try to keep it up as much as I can. Where you know, I will post like a general reading, and then I'll try to do like another update as well. Okay, guys? Otherwise, take it easy. Take care of yourselves, all right? Okay, bye.